Right, as promised, let's do a quick rundown of the major arcana. So, the way you need to look at tarot, that it is a story. So you start on 0, which is the Fool, and you need to think about the Fool as somebody who's taking risk, taking a journey, starting out on their journey. The Fool is normally not in this picture, but normally somebody symbolized with the old backpack on a stick, goes on their adventure, somebody who doesn't know the risks, somebody who will take a chance. The first card is the Magician or the Cobbler in different cards. This is all about manifestation. You can see all the 4 elements in there in the tarot. You have the cups, you have the swords, you have the wand and the pentacles. And the magician is able to manifest and juggle everything after he started his journey. Then we move on to the High Priestess. The High Priestess would be about secrets, mysticism. It's about getting in touch with your inner spiritual world, mysteries. The moon would be its planet. Then we go on to the Empress and the Emperor. This would be the ultimate mother. This could be the grandfather or the ultimate father, authority figure. So as you go on your journey from the Fool, the manifestation, discovering yourself, you may decide to have a family. And then we go to the Hierophant, which then on your journey you may decide to settle down and have a stable family life. Then you go on to the Lovers. Now the Lovers would be about a choice, a very difficult choice. It's not about the Lovers, it's about making a very life-changing decision, which will lead you to the Chariot, where the Chariot, as you can see, pulled by 2 different, sometimes horses, they are Sphinx. That would mean 2 different directions that you will take, and whether you're gonna topple your cart or not, depending on your major choice that you just made. Then you would arrive at Strength at some point in your life when you need to pull on your inner strength to make your decisions. This will lead you to the Hermit, which is usually inner wisdom, contemplation, going inside, taking stock of what has happened to you so far. Then you arrive, number 10 will be the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, related to the Magician, obviously, because it's number 10. And the same way related to the Sun, again, in numerology. The Wheel of Fortune can be good or bad. It's just what goes up needs to come down. Then we lead to Justice. And from there, again, Justice will be about thinking, well, reap as you sow, really. Then we go into the Hanging Man. In some cards it's the Hanged Man, and it's about standing still, it's about waiting, it's about contemplating, patience. Then we have Death, which it's the end of a cycle. Yeah. So you started on your journey, you may have got married, you had to make different choices, you've grown, you contemplated, you had Wheel of Fortune thrown at you, luck, faith, whatever you believe in. And then we arrived at Death, which is the end of a cycle. And you would need to handle this with temperance, which is very careful consideration of logic and emotional judgment. Then we move on to the Devil. The Devil is normally about addiction. it's not about other stuff. It can be, a lot of things can be. But yeah, probably if you look at the journey, this is probably midlife crisis, addictions, not very helpful relationships, all this kind of stuff. Then we have the tower moments are where you realize that whatever you built so far cannot be sustained. So you need to make a decision whether you want to stay in there or have the tower collapse if it wasn't built on a strong foundation. Then we go on to the star. The star is a lot of hope, is a lot of it's just a really, really nice card. Not much can go wrong with that, but obviously they all have different meanings, and I will tell you that individually. Then we go on to the moon. I think my least favorite card is the moon. The moon is about emotional unclarity or no clarity at all. Is a lot of issues under the surface, mistrust, lots of feelings and emotions, misguided stuff. I actually do. I do not like the moon card more than the Tower, the Devil, or the Death. It's just a personal thing. Yeah, for me, it's all illusions, secrets behind your back. I just don't like it. So yeah, that could be about how you came out of there. That has collapsed. You're hoping for everything, but there are still some things that need to be worked out, or you need to deal with other people talking behind your back or being a little bit mad. Then we have the sun, which is fantastic, whichever way you look at it. Energized. You know, if you came out after the transformation of death and all the other cards, you arrive at the sun. You have a lot to hope for. Then the penultimate card would be Judgment. Again, Reap, as you saw, there is a lot of reevaluating your life, everything like that in there, making sure that the journey that you took is exactly the one where you can deal with all the consequences in that card. And the final card in the Major Arcana is the World. Again, it's a very, very nice card to have, and this completes the cycle of the Major Arcana as a journey. Then we're going to go back and we're going to look at the symbolism of each card from different decks, and then we will be able to see how different artists or people who commissioned these cards wanted the symbolism to be coming across and either be more cryptic or understandable for everybody.